Hello, soul friends. This is Miriam. Welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is about the week ahead. So we're just going to do some oracle cards to get your overall energy, and then we'll use our tarot cards, pulling each, one card for each day of the week, and just talking about how things look, how they're going to go. Remember, no matter your individual beliefs, tarot or oracle reading is, your spirit guide's coming forward to give you advice, or just simply your subconscious mind helping you answer life's ponders. And no matter how you look at that, it is healthy and you are in the right place. The decks we shall be using. Whoa. Ooh. I also have the full size of this, but just too lazy to dig it out, I suppose. All right, let's get into some live shuffling, and then we'll get into your individual readings. Well, there they are. Okay. That was wild. That was pretty wild. All right. Here these are. I like this one under my thumb. Okay. What else we got? Alrighty, these are like the exact same size. Okay, that looks kind of pretty. We'll get you some rocks. Okay, it's so dang dark. I really need to start doing this in my sunroom. Okay, I'm wheezing. Hang on. You don't want to listen to that the whole time. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. What cards do we want to use today? Group 1, you'll be Pinky Rock. Group 2, you shall be Yellow Rock. Oh, Group 3, you shall be Pinky Swirly Rock. Don't you love the official names these all have? On Group 4, let's have you be 3 Jasper Rocks. Bloop. Okay. Go ahead and pause if you need. We will see you in your individual readings. Bye. Hello, Group 1. So if you picked the Pinky Rock, let's get into your reading all about the week ahead. Let's look and see. Gratitude 11, receiving blessing, thanks, and giving. Wow, you might be watching this during the time I'm filming because Thanksgiving is right around the corner while we're filming this. 11 is also the month of November. It also is giving me some 11/11 vibes. There's another little 11 kind of up there. Okay. Oh, there's a little, oh, what do they call those? Is it St. Brie? But it looks like St. Bridget. Don't quote me on that. I'm horrible about my own people's stuff. Okay, and then we also have the Emu. This is a good time to go on a new adventure. So I definitely feel like some of you are going to be traveling very soon, especially if you're watching this during the Thanksgiving week, which is what week we're in right now. Thursday, I believe, is when we will be having Thanksgiving. It's on a Thursday, isn't it? Man, I pay attention really well, don't I? Okay, so I'm seeing some travel vibes here. And I feel like you are going to be feeling grateful. So you must have a really nice place to go for Thanksgiving. If you aren't going anywhere for Thanksgiving or this week, then you're going to be grateful for not going, maybe. And your guides are saying to make time for a new adventure, even if it is like different than what you normally do during this time of year. If you are alone, that is okay. You can still enjoy the holidays even if you're alone. I do it all the time. I just find new and weird ways to do it. So, yeah. Okay, what else? Yeah, something's coming along that's going to make you feel grateful, and you're going to go on a new adventure if you choose, because now is a good time for the week ahead. Let's get you some tarot for the days of each week. The days of, you know what I mean. Each day of the week. Holy heck. I don't know how to speak words. Not my strong suit today. Let's look and see what's going on. The Star. The Seven of Cups. The Sun. Ooh. The High Priestess. The Three of Swords. The Lovers. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so I am getting some breakup vibes or single people vibes. Because this, and this is reading for those people in that group, you know, some heartache and some singleness after a period of being with somebody. And so if that's the case, it might not be a recent breakup for all. For some of you, it might be. But I'm seeing definitely that maybe, especially if you're watching this during Thanksgiving week when we're filming it, that perhaps you're feeling sad about the holiday because you very well might be kind of on your own, okay? I'm also feeling some family turmoil vibes. I know that particularly this year, families have been kind of getting into squabbles because of certain things happening in the news. So, you know, I've been seeing a lot of like TikTok people going, we're not going, or they don't want us to go, you know, that kind of thing. And so I feel that separation of seeing eye to eye, right, with your family, or them seeing eye to eye with you, and it causes heartache, and you feel kind of like the heartache of being alone. But what's cool about the Nine of Pentacles, for those of you that are going to be alone, is that this is like a good alone time period. If you look at the original Nine of Pentacles, it's a woman in a garden with the like peacock or the bird on her arm, and she's like very, very happy. Okay. You can make your own happiness on your own. For those of you that aren't going to be by yourselves, that are traveling to see others, etc., or going on that new adventure, something's going to happen to heal this heartache, okay? And that comes along with like possibly you pulling closer and feeling gratitude for the people who have already proven themselves to you. You might have somebody prove themselves to you this week, okay? And makes you feel like they see eye to eye with you. That could be romantic, platonic, professional, or personal, okay? And you end up feeling grateful by the end of this week, okay? Trust your intuition for sure. I'm seeing with this Star, you've got some healing coming in, and you've also got a lot of options when it comes to this adventure that you choose. And so think outside the box when it comes to choosing your own adventure this year. Or do you guys remember, if you're old like me, do you remember Choose Your Own Adventure books? Those were so fun. It would be like, do you choose to follow this person you don't really trust? Or do you choose to go on by yourself? And like all the different chapters, you know, would either end in you like dying horribly or you'd end up getting to the end, to the happy ending thing. Those were so fun. I used to go through and reread them just to see what all the different choices would have been. Very, very fun. Okay. Yeah, they're called Choose Your Own Adventure books. I'm sure you could find some somewhere. They might still make them. I should look into that. But anyway, yeah, choosing your own adventure. Your guides are showing that this Sun card, remember, it always changes everything from the negative attributes to the positive in your spread. So this card here and this one here, it's not negative, but so to some people, being on your own is just negative feeling, no matter what I say or do. I can't convince them of that, right? I'm like, it's good to be alone sometimes. They're like, shut up, Miriam. I really hate this, And so this would be healing from your heartache. So I feel like whatever heartache is happening, y'all, it's not going to happen this week. I don't see anything tumultuous or awful coming to pass this week for you. There just might be some painful memories, right? Or if you're changing up like how you do the holiday, if you're watching this during the holiday, that there might be some aching for that as well. But this is also, you have so many opportunities this week to turn this into something great, okay? And you just need to trust your intuition about how you pick your own adventure this week. So we're going to go breaking it down day by day. We've got tomorrow with the star. You're going to have some healing energy. You might have some positive recognition. Somebody might notice you in a positive way tomorrow, like at work or wherever you're at. It could be something very, very simple or something a little more grandiose, but it's going to give you that major arcana life path feeling like, yeah, I'm on the right track. I'm doing the right thing. I'm getting what I am manifesting. I'm setting out to do these wonderful things and getting all these wonderful things to happen for me. The Seven of Cups, I feel like some of you might do a little bit of drinking. And that's totally fine. Just make sure that you do it responsibly and that you don't have, more than 7, that's for sure. Looks like maybe more than 6. See that one? The one's upside down. You might end up upside down if you have too many, okay? So exercise a little bit of caution if you decide to have some drinky drinks on the 2nd day of this week. The Sun for the 3rd day is when you really start to feel like on top of the world. Something's going to happen on this day that makes you feel great. It could be something small, but it's going to make you feel great, like this one in that big major arcana kind of way. And you won't miss it. It'll feel good. Trust your intuition on the 4th day. This might be a day where you have to make some decisions. This is the day where you're going to start feeling like that healing, maybe from the breakups, maybe from the estranged family vibes, maybe you're going to choose your own adventure by then and have a good idea of what's happening. You might be able to have the opportunity to heal some past hurts with like family or friends if you're traveling to see them. The 6th day, I feel like you're going to see eye to eye with those in your life at this time. That could be any type of relationship I'm feeling. It's not just romantic, but it could be. Seeing eye to eye and soaring through with that, I don't know, like just feeling complete, right? So if it's not like seeing eye to eye with somebody, you feel complete that day. And then that energy is going to flow into the 7th day where you feel very accomplished and happy and content, even if you're totally by yourself. Okay, this is what I have for you for the week ahead, Group 1. If this was helpful, tell me how in the comment section. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you would like to book a private reading, there are ways to do so in the description box. My friends, we shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, soul friends. This is Miriam. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are looking at... What am I doing? Hi, Group 2. So if you picked Yellow Rock, let's get into the week ahead for you. Okay, so starting off, we have renewal, rhythm, healing, and rest. Some of you are going to get some vacay time, I think, or you have some vacay time coming up. I am filming this during Thanksgiving weekend, and so I feel like possibly some of you might even have this whole week off, because some people in certain professions and in certain like colleges and in certain school type settings do get a whole week off. And so I feel like that's definitely like happening for some, not all, but for the rest of you, especially if you're watching this during Thanksgiving, you're going to have a long weekend. It looks like it's going to be a restful time. You have a bunny rabbit for luck. You also have a lot of spirals for like eternity and, renewal. And so this is good. I feel like you are in much need of much rest. And I feel that. I was in need of much rest as well. I've not been sleeping well. And so I finally ended up conking out, and my cats blissfully let me sleep for the entire night. And then I woke up pretty early, and it felt so great that, well, I just got the cat some food and I went back to sleep. I did not get up till like 1 in the afternoon. It was pretty glorious. Let me tell you, I feel a lot better. I didn't feel better when I first woke up, but it was because of all that, all that rejuvenation going on, that my body was like, hello, we need to do this or you're gonna die. And so I feel like since that's coming into my mind, that's been a thing for y'all. You haven't been sleeping well. You've been too busy to sleep. Even when you do get a chance to sleep, then you can't sleep. And so this week is going to be your opportunity to get that much needed rest. So listen to Dr. Miriam here. I'm not a doctor. Not even close. I don't have the attention span to get a doctorate in anything, my friends. So there you have it. But listen to me and get some rest. Okay. I heard somebody say, you little cheeky poos. So that might be somebody's spirit guide coming forward. Let me know in the comments if that resonated. I don't say cheeky poos, whatever that means. I do say every other kind of poos. Do you? They're like, no. Okay, moving on. You have the penguin. So rabbit and penguin are coming through for you. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. Very nice. So yeah, you might have been losing sleep for all kinds of dark and disturbing reasons, it feels like. I feel like some of you have been having a rough year. I feel like some of you have been having a rough 4 or 5 years, probably. It's been a rough 4 or 5 years for a lot of people. And so I feel this breaking of it this week for you, which is very nice. And at the very least, you're going to get some good sleep, which is very well deserved and needed at this time. What else is going on for these people? I think that's it. I don't think I need to go into much more detail or scenarios. I think that you can just kind of, if you know you haven't been sleeping, you know how you haven't been sleeping. If you've been going through a dark time, you know exactly what that dark time has been. So let's move on. Not waste your time listening to me blather on and on and on. And get you some cards for the week ahead. So we'll get 7 of the cards, 1 for each day of the week, but we'll also do a run through of what these mean overall for the week, and then we'll do day by day by day by day. Okay. The 8 of Wands, aha. The 4 of Pentacles, woohoo. They're like, oh my gosh, is she going to do that every time? The Daughter of Swords, oh, no, I'm not, I probably can't. I probably didn't do the whole time. 7 of Swords in reverse, excellent. The World, okay. The Judgment card, oh. And the Chariot, if I can find it. Oof. There it is. All right. Okay, sorry if you can hear my cat crunching on his kibble in the background. It's a quiet day, so I'm not doing this with my earbuds in, because I feel like that's kind of like, you end up hearing me breathe too much and laugh too much. It might be a little bit hard on your ears. So overall, this renewal is coming fast and quick. Even though this is a card of like action, I'm not feeling it being a card of action for you. I feel like it's like you're taking action towards getting that rest for sure. The 4 of Pentacles is you possibly saving money by not traveling this week, because we are filming this during Thanksgiving weekend. Well, not the weekend, it's Sunday, but you know what I mean. It's the week of Thanksgiving, so some of you might have that whole week off. So I see you deciding not to go anywhere, maybe, some of you. Those of you that are going somewhere, I feel that your rest will come a little bit later, maybe. Or maybe none of you are traveling at all. I mean, honestly, that's kind of what it feels like. I feel like with the Page of Swords that you're kind of like trying something new, right? So like if you're usually very communicative and driven, and this time of year you're just go, 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 right? Or this week normally what you would be doing is go, 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 right? I feel like you're like, I'm going to do things. Jeez Louise. Hang on. Okay. So I see with, what was I saying, the Page of Wands, like you being curious to try something new, or the Page of Swords. You trying to think about things or communicate about things in a new and awesome way. The Seven of Swords in reverse, I usually take as a positive card because, you know, a lot of times when it's in the upright position, it can stand for like deception or, I don't know, like, you know, feeling like you need to get away with something, feeling like, you know, you want more than what you already have. And this is about realizing that you need to make positive changes, right? And start fresh. That goes along with this energy as well. And it goes along with that renewal energy that we were talking about. I also feel like you are cutting things out of your life that do not serve you, whether that's, you know, health things like what you put into your body or put on your body. This just popped into my mind, and you know, as usual, the things that pop into my mind are like weird personal things that I feel like relate to some of you. So then I always end up telling you my stupid story about myself. But like, I am like deathly allergic to like incense, scentsies, essential oils, plugins, all of that stuff that makes everything smell so good. To me, it just smells like cancer and dying, right? So, and then that transcends to natural things as well, like cinnamon and pumpkin and all of those things. So I'm not a pumpkin spice girl. You know what I mean? And this is going to be a very specific message for just like maybe one of you. But I feel like wherever you might have traveled for Thanksgiving, or sorry about that chime, it'll probably do it a few times more. It's just people sending me messages and I'm ignoring them right now. But anyway, so if you're picking up on my like frustration, it's because they need to stop messaging me. But anyway, it is, what was I saying? See, this is why. And I can't mute it because I'm on call. So that's awesome. But anyway, I apologize. They should stop here in a minute once I stop answering them, which I'm not answering them anymore today. I feel like that specific message for one or a few of you is that you might not be traveling for the holiday this week to somebody's house because like they might have like a very perfumey, you know, scented oil heating stuff up and making it smell good in the house, but really it smells like cancer and gives you a headache kind of situation. That is what I do see very clearly for some of you. And yeah, I mean, I physically can't go into places that have that because I could like end up in the hospital now. But, you know, if I could go back in time and just like remove myself from those scented situations, I might not be in the boat that I'm in right now. Yeah, that stuff is yucky. Look it up. It's bad. Incense is bad. Anyway, that's why you never see any little cute little candles on my on my altar. I will burn a white candle, you know, every now and again, or like candles that don't have any scent. But honestly, like I feel like those probably aren't good for me either. And so I just kind of like avoid. A lot of times you might see like a fake candle sitting there because I'm like, that doesn't hurt my breathing. But anyway, yeah, putting things to an end that are unhealthy for you. So I feel like maybe some of you might stay home and rest as opposed to going to that office party, or as opposed to like going to, you know, your Aunt so-and-so's house and she's like the one that makes everybody drink toasts and things like that. And you're like, I'm staying away from the alcohol right now, auntie. That's not how I talk. And I also don't say auntie, or in my, oh my word, can you believe that? Is that not the most, tell me how annoying that was in the comments, because I'm tired of it. Ugh. I attract some really needy people. Yep. The people that I usually want to attract want nothing to do with me. And the people I want nothing to do with are like oh, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I'm like, it's not true. You don't even know me. So anyway, ugh, good grief. Okay. Blah. Blocking that off. I feel like because you're putting on that energy of change and renewal, I feel like some of you are making some major like actions towards a healthier mind and body that you are going to feel like you've gotten a second chance at life this week because of those positive changes and because of that like rest that you're going to be taking this week. So like even if you're not watching this during, Thanksgiving week or whatever, because this is a timeless reading, this is going to be a time of rest for you. And so if you're like, no, it's not, I've got a million reports due and yada, yada, yada. Okay, either something's going to come along to change that or you're in the wrong group, right? So, sorry if you can hear my cat. Just all kinds of little distractions going on. But you're going to end up victorious, feeling like you really took life by the you-know-what and made it your you-know-what. That was like two different genders that I just like, could have said nasty things in regard to them. But a positive message in that, taking life by the you-know-what and making it your you-know-what is a good thing. It's usually made in a positive light. Let's break this down day by day. So tomorrow, whatever action you take is going to be swift and fast. Whatever change comes in is going to be swift and fast. So any actions you have to take, and that includes just passing out and going to sleep, it's going to happen nice and fast. You're going to be saving money on the second day somehow. You also will have protection over you this day. You might be shielding yourself from certain things on this day as well. Like, I'm not taking phone calls. I'm not answering the door. I'm not answering that message that keeps coming. Ding, 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 ding. Anyway. Tell me how goofy I am in the comments when I get frustrated. Ugh. Okay. The third day, I see you putting those plans into motion over the next 2-3 days of ending cycles that do not serve you anymore. Today's the day you're going to figure out what those are and figure out new alternatives. The next day, you're going to be doing a lot of the same, finding even more ways to kind of turn things around. And the cycle of whatever hasn't been serving you is going to come to a full end on this day if you choose. Okay? So that would be the 5th day of the week. And then by, the weekend, if you're a person who is watching this during the time that's Monday through Sunday, right? You're going to feel like a new person on the 6th day, and you're going to feel like a baddie mofo on the 7th day. If you are watching this during Thanksgiving week, I believe this is going to be the Thanksgiving day, correct? Oh my word, I don't know. I'm Googling it right now. Is Thanksgiving always on a Thursday? Yes, it's always the last Thursday of November. I wonder if I'll remember that. I'm 43 and I didn't remember it up to now. I thought it was always Thursday, but then I was like, maybe I'm wrong. My memory sucks. Oof. But anyway, I feel like those of you that are around people for this holiday are going to, like, this is the day you're exercising that ish, whether it's like, hey, I'm not coming out. I'm not going. Like, oh, I woke up with a horrible cold and I'm not going to go. Okay? Because this can be the card of deception. You might tell a little white lie to help you stay on this course, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm on an antibiotic right now and I can't drink. So yeah, sucks. Or, I have an upper respiratory infection right now, so I can't really smoke. So, that kind of energy. Or, like turning down food that you feel like is maybe not the best for you. That kind of stuff. You're really going to be taking care of your body, and you're going to be doing it no matter what. Like, even if you have to tell a little white lie, mama said don't hurt nothing. What movie is that from? Come on, guys. Come on. That one was easy. If you haven't seen that movie or able to recognize quotes, even though I didn't quote it totally, word for word. Most people should be able to know that one. Okay. I'm done movie shaming you. All right. But yeah, like feeling like a bad A by the end of this week, feeling rejuvenated, getting some rest. I'm going to give you a little tidbit of information. Okay. One thing that I like to do when I want to rest is like, I will have a bed day where I will not get out of bed other than to like get myself some snackies or go to the bathroom. Like I don't, pajama day, whatever you want to call it. There are some days where I just am like, I'm not going to get up. And maybe that's lazy of me, and not everybody has that luxury from time to time. If you have a crippling illness, you'll get those days more and more. Not that I'm wishing a crippling illness on any of you, but I allow myself to take that time without feeling embarrassed or shameful or allowing myself to be shamed. One of the things I used to do on 4th of July every year, back when I could have Doritos, was lay in bed all day. And I do not eat in bed because that's kind of gross. But on 4th of July, I did. I just lay there with a big bag of Doritos and like some Coca-Cola. And I would just munch, 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 munch and watch TV, like watching Independence Day or whatever. There's not very many 4th of July shows that are good to watch, like when you're just laying in bed. But Independence Day is one of them. That's the one with Will Smith and the aliens. Yes. And just eat that whole bag of Doritos and drink about 1 million Cokes if I want to. And because of freedom, baby. You know what I'm saying? I can't have Doritos anymore. I can still have Cokes. But yeah, the whole chip thing has gotten so sad. Maybe globally, certainly in my country, has gotten sad. They started making them all with vegetable oil and soy. And I'm allergic to vegetable oil and soy. If they would just make it with fat like they used to, I would be fine. They don't stop it from getting fat anyway, even if they have vegetable oil in it, other than we just don't eat them now because they taste awful. Anyway, I digress. Okay. Some of you need to veg out in your bed. Like, sleep in for a day or two if you can. Okay? Allow that for yourself. Make people let you allow that for yourself, whether that's unplugging your phone, getting your piling the kids into their grandparents' little, whatever a station wagon equivalent to today would be, and be like, you get to keep them for Thanksgiving. Bye, everybody, have fun. And then you just go in and just close the blinds and just go to sleep. Yes, it feels nice. Okay, that's what I have for you. If this was helpful, tell me how in the comment section. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you'd like to book a private reading, there are ways to do so in the description box. My friends, I hope you have a wonderful holiday if this is that time of year for you. If not, I hope this week is just as wonderful as the guides have shown. And with that, I shall leave you. Bye. Hello, group 3. So if you picked Pinky Swirly Heart, let's get you, sorry if that was loud, let's get you some messages about the weekend. Okay, we have 3, balance, harmony, equilibrium, centered, and calm. You got cats for spirit animal energy. You also have the sun for energy and some feathers of some kind of a, I'm getting Thunderbird energy from this. So some of you might be a Heyoka empath. Interesting. Okay. We also have the Panda. Create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or place of work. So I feel like some of you, if you're watching this during Thanksgiving week, that you are making your calm be the main focus of this week, regardless of what family and friends are doing. I feel like that has been kind of a theme across the board. I feel like this year has just been so rough for so many people that some of us are just like, I can't afford to go anywhere. I can't afford to have anybody over here. Or maybe you just need some time to yourself, right? If you're watching this any other time, same goes, right? It looks like you are just making sure that no matter whether you're at home or at work or in a grocery store during the holiday season or any of that stuff, that you are going to bring your Zen in. Okay? They're going to bring in that calm energy. As far as what everybody's up to this week, I feel like it's quite the mix. And so some of you are going to be quite busy. Some of you are actually affording some time to yourself, right? Oh, you have the moon too. Oh, equilibrium, balance. That's on scales. I understand now. So I'm getting Libra vibes. I don't usually yell that out, but since it popped into my head, there it is. This little cat looks like she's wearing a peace sign, kind of. And I don't know what that little cat's wearing, but I'm sure it means something important. Maybe it's sun and moon energy that they're trying to show us here. I also feel like daisies are an important flower for you, and sunflowers as well. Trust your intuition this week. Trust your desire to take action when you want and your desire to stay stationary when you wish. Okay? I see you totally like not having arguments this week because you're just not going to allow them, which is very, very nice. Okay. Ooh. That's the 7th card, I feel. See what else is happening. So we'll do an overall week energy with these, and then I shall take them day by day by day. Okay. Oh. Somebody feels nervous in their tummy. That's not very calm. What's going on? Do you feel nervous in your tummy? Tell you what, if you feel nervous in your tummy about something, call your energy back to that space. Imagine that energy however you want, filling that space in your tight little tummies. Okay, let's see what we got. We got the Chariot. The Two of Swords. Bam, the Sun. That's so weird. Another group got the Sun. Right on the 3rd day as well. The Hanged Man. Or Bat, in this case. One bat. Daughter of Cups, which would be the Page of Cups. The World. And the 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. All positive because we got the Sun, right? All of these are positive now, but they were already for the most part. So, you know, in their real meanings. Holy heck, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, I do, but I can't spit it out so that you can understand. And how could anyone understand my blah, blah, blah? I don't know. So the Chariot shows that you're having victory this week. You're having victory over keeping your calm. The Two of Swords shows that stalemate action of like, even if somebody comes and F's with you, they aren't going to get anywhere because you're not dealing with that. And you're not going to fight with them either. So I have many Facebook accounts. This is what popped in my mind just now. And on some of them, I'm a very good girl. On others, I let my bad girl out. And so I don't ever do this, but for some reason, a couple of nights ago, I just went like ham on like letting everybody that was baiting me just like have it, you know, verbally. Just and, you know, I won a couple of arguments, had to walk away from a couple of others. A couple others walked away from me because I just wasn't having it. And you know, these were all strangers, just people on, you know, arguing about stupid stuff like movie quotes and like politics. But I just, you know, I don't know why I felt the need to do it. I usually don't. And like, it didn't feel great. I ended up feeling like drained and tired afterwards, like I always do when I give that a try. It's like when I cut my own bangs or let somebody else give me bangs or fringe, if you call bangs fringe. Or painting my nails. I do it, or curling my hair. I do it just as many times. You know, every once in a while, I just do it to remind myself why I don't want to do it. Usually with the curling of the hair, it comes in after the first curl. And I'm like, oh, now you got to do your whole stupid head. This was such a mistake. You know, for my nails, it's like, ugh, I hate waiting for them to dry. And then, you know, they chip within the first like 12 hours of having them, if even that. And I'm like, oh, see, this is why you don't do it. And then my nails just look horrid for like the next week and a half, 3 weeks, because I probably am like allergic to that stuff like I am to everything else. My body hates everything. So it's like, I feel like you are not having any of that. You're not indulging anything like that like I did. So you're definitely not going to be having any like Facebook fights or even like arguments with like people that you're face to face with. If somebody that normally would have gotten your goat, as they say, you're just going to brush it off and walk away. And that's not going to give them anything to chase after, okay? So that's good. That's going to make you feel great with the Sun card. The Hanged Man is like you seeing things in a whole different way. And committing to keep seeing them in that whole different way. The Page of Cups is about celebrating and being joyful with friends. So some of you might be going out with some like low stress people for the holidays. Oh, For those of you that can't get out of it and you're just going to be in that stressful atmosphere for the holiday season, you know, family's great, but a lot of times they can stress us out, you know, and there's always usually at least one person you don't really particularly get along with. They're our best teachers, my old sponsor would say. I'm like, ugh, school's out. They need to go away. But anyway, I see you like maybe sneaking off to the bar with a few like really close friends, or just like, you know, you're in your hometown or whatever. So you go out to the bar and end up having like fun with some like laid back people that are just there to have fun, just like you, that kind of feeling. Sneaking away, sneaking out to the shed with your cousins or whatever. What are they going to do out there? I don't know. You know, sometimes people just have to go stand by a shed for a couple of minutes and then go back inside. What they were doing out there is really nobody's business. You know, maybe they were just, you know, having a little smoky or a little drinky without, you know, your tight I was going to say tight A parents or grandparents being like, whoa, are you guys still doing that? Grow up. And you're like, man, we have to be around you. We are. That was a very specific image for some of you. Sneaking off to have a little unwind time with like some people who feel the exact same way as you. And sometimes that can be your cousins or like a couple of your cool siblings, right? Maybe your cool mom or dad, depending on whatever dynamic you have going on. Okay. And I feel like any stressful past energy, things that aren't serving you and would normally get you going, you know, or like, you know, get you stirred up, is coming to an end. All right. And you're going to just become like a person who just lets things happen as they happen. This can be a card of delays, but I feel like with you, you're just like, I'm not going to rush anything. I'm not going to rush anything as far as like rushing to an argument. I'm not going to rush to find a partner. I'm not going to rush to make sure my family accepts me or my friends or my workplace. I just see you just kind of just letting things go with the flow. So this week is like a big lesson for you. You're putting things into practice that are like for your best good, that will help you stay calm and happy no matter the time of the year. Okay, let's break it down day by day by day. We have you feeling like victorious. Very start of the week, and you should be feeling this because I feel like you're already decided that you're going to be rocking this energy regardless of what life throws at you. The second day somebody might test you. You're going to pass that test with flying colors. They're not going to have anything to butt up against. Even if they say the most outlandish things, you're just going to be like, bleh, and just brush it off. Okay. The third day is going to be a fabulous day, regardless of what's happening that day or if anything bad happens around you. You're going to feel sunshiny and happy and joyful that whole day long, probably because you didn't like take the bait on this day and that you went into this week with such resolve. For the fourth day, I see you possibly taking some rest, but also just using that new fresh perspective on whatever's coming towards you. So it's like I almost see you kind of like testing it out, right? like going somewhere where you know somebody sucks or whatever, or somebody's gonna bait you, and just seeing if they can, right? Or actually reading those like nasty comments on Facebook or whatever platform you're on, and then just putting a laughy face on it and walking away, if you even bother to do that, right? I see you celebrating this, and like we said, like maybe connecting with some like-minded people on this day, sneaking away from the holiday get-together, right? If you're watching this during Thanksgiving week, and realizing by the 6th day that you've accomplished your goal, and then just continuing on that energy from the 7th day to all the days of the year. Quite nice. Where's this accent coming from? I do not know. Okay. For those of you that are doing Thanksgiving this week and you're watching this Monday through Sunday, Thanksgiving would be this day. So for those of you that's going to be the case, you're going to be totally bundled up, rocking that energy, looking at things through your new eyes and your new perception, okay? And just really, really making this a good week for yourself that you can carry on into a wonderful practice for the rest of your life. Woof! Very positive. Look at you go. So if this was helpful, tell me how in the comment section. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you'd like to book a private reading, there are ways to do so in the description box. And my friends, we shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Hello, group 4. So if you picked the 3 Jasper stones. Let's go and get them all to fit on this rock here. Ooh, quite nice. If they fall, it's going to go clackety clack, clack, clack. All right, let's look at the week ahead energy for you. We have knowing, number 28, divination, converse, energy, and free will. I think that's converse, but I said converse because it looks like those kids. The kids are like, what are kids? They're converse. For some reason, see, I told you that was going to happen. We called them kids when we were kids. Kids for kids, And now everybody just calls them Converse because that's their brand name. There was all kinds of different kids back in the day with the white toes, or just the little canvas shoes that have the kind of thicker rubber around the bottoms and sometimes over the toes. But anyway, they're like, okay, Miriam, you have a kitty cat. You have a whatever that is. Let's look it up real quick. I'm not going to read the whole book, but I do like to know what animal that is. Oof. And since you're getting me to open the book, you're going to get to find out what your stone is with this card. Okay. The crystal is labradorite. That's that dark bluish. Sometimes it can be more than one color. Well, actually, it's always more than one color, but it can also be like spectralite where it has 6 or 7 other colors. You know what I'm talking about, right? Look it up. It's cool. Okay, so let's see. Trying to find your little animal here. I'll pause. It's a cuckoo bird. Or a cuckoo bird. However you like to pronounce cuckoo. I feel like some of you might have a cuckoo clock. Or you might be traveling somewhere this week to someplace who has a cuckoo clock, right? I'm also, with the cat, notice how the cat's just very relaxed and sleepy. It's because it knows that it's okay. It knows that things are turning out all right. Hang on, I want to see what the cuckoo bird means. We'll see if I ever remember. Oh my goodness, I'm never going to find it. Okay, there it is. Oh, it's a cockatoo. Cockatoo. I was going to say, that's what the cuckoo birds look like when they pop out of the little clock. Looks totally different. Okay. So the cockatoo is freedom from limiting beliefs, and so is the cat. So the cockatoo does this through compassionate delivery and mirroring, while the cat holds strong and power in its convictions. Yeah. So I see you being very balanced with how you deal with family this week if you're watching this during the Thanksgiving holiday. I also see you just kind of going with the flow, because you're going to have a deep sense of knowing this week, just trusting the energy, trusting yourself. You might do your own readings and have some had, your, oh my gosh, like found confirmation in what you were thinking about or what you were pondering when you read on it. It's like you just know things are going to be okay. I see you not worrying this week with this card. And I also see you not worrying what others think if you just keep rocking that energy. We also have the honeybee. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. So honeybees are also about sweetness. So that also goes along with that idea of what the card is saying, like just being forgiving. I feel like some of you are letting a lot of things go with like your family. If you're going to go see family this week, if you're not seeing them, you're still letting things go and forgiving. I feel like you're forgiving kind of everyone. Like I see you just sort of like not excusing people's bad behavior, but just being like, meh, I forgive you. And then just removing yourself from that situation because you know who's capable of change and who is not. That's an interesting message. So some of you might have just cut ties with someone, whether romantic, platonic, personal, or professional, because you just knew that there was no point in continuing on trying to like fight or discuss with them. You knew that it was maybe a pointless conversation to have, okay? That they're never going to see eye to eye with you and that it's time to move forward. But you are, so you're holding on to your conviction and then you're also understanding and mirroring, that energy with like a more positive approach. Yes. All right. Let's look and see what's going on for the whole week with your tarot. Ugh, I barely got this reading done in time. I'm losing my light. I hope you can see. You're like, your videos are always dark as hell, Miriam. Like, you are correct there, my friends. Oh, did I get you an extra card? I did. We're going to put 2 of those for the last day. Alrighty, let's look at them. The Chariot. Interesting. That's what the last group got. The Knight of Wands. Sorry, I just tapped you a little bit. The Magician. The World. Justice. 4 of Wands. And then we have Death and 5 of Wands. Okay, we're just going to set these just like this. Those are all for one day. Okay, but let's go over this overall energy first. So, oh, sorry for that tapping. See, this is the other reason why I usually wear my headphones is because otherwise you hear the little like rounder rocks like wiggling and jiggling around and it goes tink, 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 tink. And I don't know if it bothers you. It bothers the shiitake out of me. Okay. So the Chariot is about pulling things together. So I definitely feel like you're pulling those 2 energies together this week of being convicted, or being convicted. None of you are going to jail, I hope, but being like steadfast in your convictions and then also being like forgiving and compassionate and meeting people on their level, right? Some of you might do this with children, I'm feeling like, so you might be a teacher, you might be somebody who works with kids. It might just be you have your own kids. It might be that you have a lot of your own kids. And so you're just, you're ruling them with an even hand or an even energy, so to speak. The Page of Wands is about taking action. So you're taking action into this energy of just holding fast to your convictions, but also choosing to be sweet. It's very balanced and beautiful. The Magician is showing that you have all the tools at your disposal to do so, and that you also will be successful in manifesting this for yourself. The old way is going to pass away entirely this week in this regard, in your personality and in your actions. And then it's going to bring more balance into your life. It's going to make you a more just and fair person, which is also going to make outcomes more justified and fair for you. If any of you are having any issues with someone, the situation will resolve, and the person who is being bad will not be the victor, right? It'll be the person who's on the right side. I feel like that's probably going to be you. Another balance card, the Four of Wands. This could be a celebration. This just could be you finding balance. It's also one of the love cards, which is really gross. And then we have Death and the Five of Wands. And I think that totally goes with the idea of like this change is going to eliminate or eclipse conflict, because this is the conflict card. Bye-bye. You're turning over a new leaf now. All right, so let's break this down day by day. Tomorrow, you are resolved to rock this energy throughout the week and the rest of your life. You're going to start putting it into action. Both of these are cards of action, so you're just going to keep on putting that forward with each of those first 2 days of the week. The third day is when you're going to be like, I'm so good at this. You're going to like really put it into action on the third day. Okay, you might have a test or some chance to really throw it into action. And then on the fourth day, you're going to realize that you are done. You're done with any of the past energy that didn't look like this, okay, with how you handle things. Some of you might have to deal with some really difficult people. And so this is just confirmation that you're getting to the end of that. The people who have wronged you are going to get theirs, whether you get to see it or not. You know this in your heart by the fifth day, and you're just going to be okay with the outcomes. You might get to see some justice on this day. So you might get to see some poetic justice. You might get to see somebody, not fall flat on their face, but be held accountable for their bad behavior that day. This makes you feel like celebrating on the sixth day. And by the seventh day, you will be totally changed from any conflict coming into your life because of this, not any conflict, but how you deal with conflict is going to become much easier this week because of this new energy that you are rocking. Yes. Okay. That is all I have. If this was helpful, give me comments on how it was. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you'd like to book a private reading, there are ways to do so in the description box. My friends, I hope you have a wonderful week and take care. Bye.